And finally on the program, in a move to modernize and secure blood transfusion services, the Lagos State government has launched the HaemoCentral blood inventory management system and the official website of the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Committee. The State Special Advisor on Health, Dr. Kemi Oguyemi, says the initiative is to streamline blood donation, screening, inventory and transfusion processes across public and private health facilities.
Senior health officials in public and private sector converge on GRA Ikeja to witness the official launch of the HaemoCentral blood inventory management system and the official website of the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Committee.
Lagos State Blood Transfusion Committee.
The initiative, spearheaded by the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Committee under the supervision of the State Ministry of Health, is the first of its kind digital platform to manage blood inventory, which is described as a vital shift towards accountability, transparency, and life-saving precision.
The thought of a digital system has been developed over the past year and grounded in over 20 years of cumulative experience. HaemoCentral seeks to fill in the critical gaps in our transfusion ecosystem. The core objectives of HaemoCentral includes digitizing the blood donor management from registration to post-donation follow-up, automating documentation, scheduling, and pre-donation health screening to reduce barriers for the donors, encouraging accountability through traceability verifiable records of every unit of blood after donation and even during donation, elimination of manual errors while enabling real-time data access for a swift decision-making, and most importantly, enhancing transfusion safety through complete documentation of screening outcomes and blood unit tracking from vein to vein.
Development partners of HaemoCentral Blood Inventory Management System applaud the state government for keying into the smart health information platform ecosystem.
The HaemoCentral is actually the first digital platform to come on board ship. We went through a very comprehensive process of making sure it aligns with the overall strategy. The platform went through our data protection processes to make sure it complies with the Nigerian data protection regulation. We went through various processes to make sure this platform complies with all the standards around blood transfusion. For example, the label you saw has a specification. The adhesive that is used to put it on the blood bag also has a specification. So it's not just something you can get into a shop and pick up and put on the blood, because all these things are important to ensure the safety of the bag.
Pioneer Chairman of the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Committee and other senior medical practitioners also welcomed the initiative that will help ensure easy access to blood.
There's no other state that has a law which governs and monitors blood transfusion service. So let us take a round of applause. We have a national blood transfusion service, but it is still battling, it's still struggling to go on board. People still are not well informed about what blood transfusion is about, how we can make blood safe. Nigerians today, blood donor recruitment is a problem because people still think that when they give blood, they give their lives. And we have to persuade people to be voluntary donors.
While the permanent secretary of the State Ministry of Health expresses confidence of a better driven blood services, others emphasize on more advocacy for voluntary donation.
There was a building collapse somewhere on Lagos Island a long time ago. And in one day, in the hospital I was running then, we got maybe like 200 people that came in voluntarily to donate. At one time, we kept calling Bodori that, look, we have all this blood, should we still keep taking? Until she said, no, we have enough now. You know, so people with the right awareness and the right motivation to do so, they will donate. And I think that's what we need to work on. Find those right buttons, Engage them here. Let there be a place where they can get access to information, access to a place to find out myths that are wrong, and a way to make things convenient for them. It's important that we are able to keep track of these things, get the right information. Even if we can't help someone that has gone, at least we can get information by tracking things to help those that are going to come after. So, I mean, I really think this is a really good junction in our development as a state and as a health system.
I think we need more education. We try to educate our people to donate blood in order for the betterment of the health sector. Because we have had a lot of issues, because nobody pray for any disaster. Are we prepared? If you remember when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Benue, the first thing he said, you see, when people talk, I heard it, he said, go and donate blood. If the president of the country can say, go and donate blood, it means that there's a problem with the blood donation. I think the Ministry of Health should take this thing and take it seriously.
For the State Special Advisor on Health, the launch of HaemoCentral will allay public fears and foster trust in Lagos health system.
This is supposed to change all that, whether I'm the one getting it, I'm praying for the person or not, or the person, because people are afraid. They think getting blood is like surgery, it's something so huge, but guess what? It is, because they can die from it if we don't do what we're supposed to do. And we've been doing it all manually and all that. I remember when I was in HSC, we had an incident where somebody did die from blood transfusion and all that. And I realized that we actually didn't have a protocol, a proper protocol that will go. And then we sat down with some nurses and the doctors, and we came up with the protocol. I hope they're still using it or they've reviewed it and all that. But without a system like this, where everybody's going digital, not just health, all the corporate organizations, all the law, engineers, everybody is digital. This will allay our fears and make sure our outcomes are positive. The HaemoCentral system represents a strategic innovation aimed at digitizing the entire blood value chain, from collection to transfusion, with embedded processes for screening, inventory control, hemovigilance, and safety compliance.
The launch of the HaemoCentral Blood Inventory Management System in Lagos State signals the commencement of real-time tracking, equitable allocation, and improved access to safe blood, which is in line with the Teams Plus agenda and the Lagos State Development Plan 2052.